Hello and welcome to another video from Miles Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at the 1993 release by DC Comics from their Superheroes series of miniature die-cast figurines. Now there was a few different box sets of these produced by DC Comics, and this particular set we're looking at today is box set number 2, and they contain 5 different action figures, or superhero figurines I should say, from the DC Comics. Okay, and this particular box we're looking at today contains the Penguin, Robin, Batman, the Joker and Superman. And as I say, it's set number 2. Okay, so this is the box it comes in. So at the front of the box it says DC Comics Superheroes die-cast metal figurines ages 3 and up. And it says at the top the Penguin, and just below him is the Penguin. Robin, just below him is Robin, the Boy Wonder. Batman, the Caped Crusader. The Joker, just below him. And Superman with the figure just below the letter in there. Okay, so that is the front of the box. Now these boxes didn't really have much on the back, but let's turn it around and see if we got anything. Okay, so we've got the DC logo on the back. It's got the CE, caution, may contain small parts. It says TM indicates the trademark of DC Comics 1993. Superheroes is a trademark jointly owned by DC Comics and Marvel Entertainment Group, and it's got made in China, and obviously there's the DC logo there. And there's no other markings on the side there. There's a product label on the side there from when they were first released back in '93. But that is the items. Now, I think what I'll do, it's only tape that's holding it closed. I'm going to open the box and take the tray out, and let's have a look at the figures outside of the box itself. Sitting in the tray, and they're certainly all die-cast metal. I'm just going to try and pop them out, actually. Actually, I think I'll do that off camera because I don't want to damage the container, because I've got to put them back afterwards. So just bear with me. Okay, so I've removed the figures from the plastic bubble, which was quite difficult, actually. So we're held in very, very tightly. But they have all come out very nicely. And they seem to be all based on Batman, with the exception of Superman, obviously, but there was a crossover between Batman versus Superman, so that's probably why it's all tied in. But let's start with the Penguin. So there is the Penguin. Now, it's all die-cast metal, and on the bottom there, it's got DC Comics made in China, and it's got a number 2714A. I don't quite know what that number relates to, but that is the Penguin. Oops, excuse me. As seen in the original Batman television show, and I think it's a little bit fatter than I remember Batman being in the original television series. But anyway, so that is the Penguin, and he's with his umbrella. Maybe it's based on the Danny DeVito version from the movie. I'm not quite sure, but size-wise, it is 5.5 centimeters tall by 2.5 centimeters wide and by 2 centimeters thick. It is heavy because it is die-cast metal. It's not a play figure. It is a figurine for display purposes only. So, and all these look to be hand painted. Yeah, and there's a few little marks, I think, where it's been on the bubble, but generally it's a nice little figure. So no real detailing on it. Let's move on to Robin. Now Robin does look a little bit better, the facial features a little bit better, but again there's no real detailing on his face, but he is in his usual Robin attire from the original television series, the 1960s television series, and again it all appears to be hand painted die-cast metal. Yeah, same on the bottom here, DC Comics, made in China, and it's got the same number 2714A. So I assume that's the set number. Size wise for Robin, we are looking at a height of 6 centimeters, a width is about 4 centimeters from the end of his fist to the end of the cape, and depth wise again is about 2 centimeters from back of his cape to end of his hand. Yeah, again, a nice little figure. Heavy again. All these figures are quite heavy because they are die-cast metal in comparison to what the plastic figures would be. So, but yeah, again, a nice little figurine for display purposes. And then we move on to the Batman. Now, the Batman is quite nice. He does look very good. But again, it's hand painted. You can just see where the paint has gone over his face there on the edge there. So they've obviously painted the face first, and then the mask, which has obviously just bled over onto the face. But again, it's a nice figure. It's a heavy figure again. Blue cape and the grey outfit and the Batman sign on his chest. Very well defined. And again, DC Comics on the bottom, made in China, and 2714A. Size wise, Batman comes out at 6.5 centimeters. Widest point of him is across the cape, which is about 4 centimeters, and you just see that. And again, depth wise, we're looking at about 2 centimeters. This is, I think, the best of them all, really. He does look very, very good. And it would display very nicely, and the colors are nice and vibrant on him. So yeah, I do like the Batman one. I think that's the best one. We move on to the Joker. Now the Joker is also very well detailed. Face is not bad. Again, it's all based on the 1960s TV show. I'm sure this is, because of the dress sense and the way his face is done, and the green hair as he appeared in the TV series. Purple outfit, yellow waistcoat, green shirt. And holding his baton as he did in the 1960s TV series. Again, all hand painted and heavy again. I think this one is about 6.5 centimeters as well. Yep, 6.5 centimeters tall, if you can just about see that. Widest point is going to be from the flaring of his coat, which is 3.5 centimeters, if you can just see that there as well. And again, we're looking at 2 centimeters deep. Again, a very nice likeness to the Joker. A very nice figure, and again would display very, very well in a small display section. Very heavily, but the painting on this one is very good. I must say, there's no bleed over or anything that I can see. It just looks superb. And the same numbers on the back, obviously. DC Comics, made in China, 2714A. And finally, the Man of Steel himself, Superman. Well, I'm not overly impressed with the facial features on him, and the eyes are a little bit off. But otherwise, the body is defined quite nicely. There is some bleed over of the hand painting on this particular one. It bleeds over onto the wrists. The blue bleeds over onto the red boots. So it's not the greatest. Very well defined figure, but as I say, not the best that I've seen. Again, very heavy and bulky, and this particular one stands, what are we looking at, 6 centimeters, so not quite as tall as Batman or the Joker. Width wise, we're looking at 3.5 across the size of his cape, and again, he's 2 centimeters in depth. But a heavy figure, and again, it's the same numbers on the bottom. DC Comics, made in China, and it's got the same number, 2714A. But again, I mean, they all look nice on display. And they were never meant to be played with, because they're just display figurines. So they're not for children. These are really more geared for adult displays, to put in a cabinet or to put on a mantelpiece or what have you. Nice bunch of figures for display purposes only. So how well did they do? Well, to be quite frank with you, I don't think they've done very well at all, to be perfectly honest with you. I know there was two different box sets produced. I think there was plans for more, but I don't recall ever seeing any more. So I don't think the line's done very well. So I think they dropped them, which is a shame, really, because they do look nice on display. Just not enough detailing has gone into some of the facial features. The rest of the body and the clothing, though, on all of them is fantastic. As I say, it's just the facial features on Superman especially has let them down, but otherwise, so overall they're still very, very nice figurines and display very well. Okay, finding these figures because of the line wasn't very popular, didn't sell very well. Finding these figures in this mint unopened condition is, well, it's an achievement. Very difficult to find, but yes, you know it. We at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage DC items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes to the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely sure you won't want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be the item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.